So this sucks. So maybe I get to a weapon. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. But I already screwed up. I already made some serious errors to get to that situation. I didn't lock my car. I was not paying attention. I should be watching my side view mirrors. That should not happen.
I need gas, bro.
Do I need gas?
Look at it. It's like you're about out.
Hey, it's a good thing we did that sponsored video then. Every assault report starts with the assault victim like feeling like something was up. Like they had like I don't know, I saw this kind of weird thing over there and then I walked over there and then a bad thing happened to me. Yeah. We actually got a comment where a guy was like taking his deposit to his car from his business, and there was a guy leaning on his car that he didn't know. And he thought like, oh, this is kind of strange. Allow me to go over here. Yeah. And then this dude even opened the door for him. And he was like, this is totally normal. I'm going to just get in the car like this. And oh, wait, I'm being robbed.
Weird.
Yes. Don't ignore your gut and your instincts. That's usually how it happens. People act like I couldn't have gone anywhere different. So they'll be driving and you'll see like, oh, it looks like some shit up there, and I don't know what's going on up there. No, I'm just gonna do this. I don't need to find out.
Yeah.
I don't need to know what was going on. I'll just go to the gas station and get some Powerade or something, and like fucking bang. Get a bang. I'll come back by later. I drink Monster, but. It's super hard to get. This is more victim blaming. People get mad at me when I say this stuff. It's kind of hard to get carjacked. You have to make several mistakes. If they didn't plan it out really well, they shouldn't be able to get you. Because this thing should be moving. You get in, and that's the thing. If you see like how I get in, people, it's just like with the pot thing. I've practiced that. Yeah. I used to make guys I trained practice getting in and out of the car. Like if you have to get out and you're like,
yeah. You should probably hit the gym then too.
Yeah. First of all, you need to go get on the elliptical.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem anymore. But in and out should be like, this should be like a practiced move. Yep. In should be in, boom, 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 go.
Yeah, I definitely don't do that. I know that when I get in, I plug my phone in.
You screw around, you start swiping left and right.
No, I plug my phone in, I turn the music on.
Start screenshotting those dirty Snapchats. I know you.
Yeah.
Now, like, when traffic is crazy, that's a problem. But do you know how far back you should be from the car in front of you?
3 feet?
3 feet?
I don't know.
You think 3 feet? So
6 feet?
6 feet?
I don't know.
A good general rule. Well, first of all, you need to be back far enough that if I decided to go around, I could without having to back up.
Yeah.
You need to stay far back enough to where you could see their tires touch the road.
Okay.
That's far.
Yeah.
A lot of people get a lot closer than that.
Definitely not 3 feet.
Right. That's why I can go left or right. That's why I drive this. I drive a four-wheel drive vehicle with high torque, not because I'm a redneck, right? I drive a four-wheel drive vehicle with high torque so that I don't have to get stuck. I'm an insane person that's obsessed with self-defense, so I bought the car based on self-defense. Small windows, 2 skid plates, brush guard. Like, that's why I bought it. Check this out. If you've got 2 left turn lanes, right? Which one should I take?
That one.
That one?
Yeah.
This one.
Why?
Because it gives me more opportunities. If I'm in this one, I don't have to go that way. If I was over there and someone was here, I can't go into oncoming traffic. And merging, both of these go left. So if in the middle of this I decide I want to get in that lane, going to my this is easier.
Yeah.
Going to my driver's side is easier. Going over there, merging to the right is like a harder task.
Yep.
Right? So this leaves me more options. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be like obsessed with that. But my point is, generally, if you put a little bit of thought into this stuff, you can keep your car moving. Because it's when your car is stopped that you're going to get attacked. As far as I know, no one's attacking moving vehicles. Unless you find yourself in a Fast and Furious movie. Like, highway pirates are not boarding your vessel. Now, notice I said probably. I'm not saying that every time something bad happens that it's your fault. But more of them are avoidable than people want to admit. People are always going to be like, but what about if they do this? That's probably not what happened to you. Right? You probably weren't paying attention. But there are some danger spots. When you're getting into and out of your car is really like the hardest time. But there's a couple things you can do about it that can kind of help. And also, we're not talking about like your car surrounded by a mob, which is a hot topic, and we're going to get into that soon, so make sure you're subscribed. We're talking about like a one-person assault. Obviously, backing in is superior. If you look, I am backed in as well. We back in because it makes it easier to leave.
People always comment about that too.
What about you backing in?
Yeah, well, they say things like, "Why do you do that?"
When you pull in, you can see like what you're, passing by. Then you can back in, right? And then when you're getting ready to leave, you can just pull out, right? It's about information. As you're pulling in, you have information about where you're about to park, and then it can change within a few seconds, but it likely shouldn't. It's why you should also, as soon as you get in your car, you should go, so that no one has time to be around your car. And this doesn't have to be because, like I said, of self-defense. It could just a kid on a bicycle or your own kid's bicycle being behind your car, right? You just need to be aware of what's around it before you pull out for like a multitude of reasons. But when you're getting in, and let's assume you're backed in, and if you don't know how to back in, like
Practice it.
like learn how to back in, dude.
Be an adult.
Grow up. I can fix road rage real quick, real easy. Road rage reports were always the dumbest. Because every time you just ask the guy, why didn't you just go literally anywhere else? Well, why should I have to? Because you're the one who's scared and thinks the guy's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's trying to run you off the road, which is rarely ever true. Just at any, see how that guy did the Yui?
Yeah.
Just do a Yui. Go somewhere else.
Yep.
He's over there raging at you. Make a left turn. And I'm not saying get yourself like lost.
Yeah.
Or pull into a neighborhood you don't know that there's a way out of.
Diffuses the situation.
Right. Just at any point. Oh, a crazy person over there. I'll go over here.
Yeah.
Just point your car in a different direction and drive.
Yeah.
Right here is where he's most in danger. Right. If I can get to here before he can close it. We've covered over and over and over again that his regular way of getting in, that door should get closed and locked right away. If he's backed in and then this happens, even if I'm armed, and obviously if there's a gun in play, we have to talk about, like, should he comply? And that's a whole separate issue. Just talking about the stuff that we are in control of. If he's backed in and he's already cranking his car and I scare the shit out of him, right? He has the option to just go. Victim blaming is such a rough business to be in, but I'm more about personal responsibility. A highly trained terrorist cell planned it weeks in advance and observed your route, and then
because you're such an important person.
Because you're such an they were gonna get you anyway.
Yeah.
The one scenario where I kind of think that, and I'm not telling carjackers like how to do this, I'm telling you to be aware of this, is if someone's getting in their car and I'm not close enough to set off his alarms, but I'm close enough to sprint to him in that time. Like if I'm here, obviously he's not getting in his car, he shouldn't. But if I'm way over there and I've not given him any like pre-attack indicators, or I've not given him the willies. The willies.
Yeah, you wouldn't give me that.
If someone is like this far away and they are willing to sprint to you, you just have to be ready to fight, which I'll link the video we did up there about fighting from within your car. Again, that's a personal decision. Do we fight or do we comply?
Accessible weapons.
Right, yeah, and that's a whole can of worms, but I just want you to think about the things that you are in control of, because, the vast majority of this stuff is preventable.